Orville, look at my face. Do you not see why people have issues with your brother? Not only do we end up on islands where we've seen the same villager multiple times, but he just did not protect me from my own stupidity, and I didn't have a net, but I'm still mad about it. So I can't go looking for Eunice like this. I need to get some medicine before I deal. Uh, that was embarrassing. And I didn't realize that Wilbur was that sort of dodo. I really didn't. I expected better. I really did. So let's change out to something a little more, what do I typically wear? I think I'm going to keep this backpack. Maybe I should get a different hat? Yes, we could wear this and we could say, oh yes, this is what is to come. No, 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 let's do, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Something that I would typically wear in real life is plaid shirts, and I don't know if these are pleather pants or punk pants, and then steel-toed boots and a backpack, my glasses, a bow. I am not a bow-wearing person, but since I've been playing Animal Crossing, I've considered it. I've considered going full bow. So let's try this again. I should have probably brought the medicine just in case, because apparently I can't depend on Wilbur to save me from wasps at all. Orville, how about I just take the plane? How about I take the plane? Now that would be a cool game. Okay, so let's imagine this together that Nintendo will never do. Okay, so instead of a blue screen that loads you into a random island, how about we're able to, be co-pilot or navigator for Wilbur, which of course would never happen in real life because, to be a co-pilot is, to be a pilot, and that requires schooling and training and all of that stuff. But this is Animal Crossing, okay? So just imagine with me that you get to pick a random island, and there's like this little mini game where, based on where the navigator lands on which island, you get there. So that would, I think, add a little more zest to this loading screen, because going through and dealing with the same dialogue with Orville and Wilbur over and over is just, this is what makes Villager Hunt so tedious, is just dealing with these two. So catch some bees, you mean get stung? That you let me get stung, Wilbur? Okay, so how many do we have so far? We have 56. Oh my gosh, this is getting scary. Oh, we have Vivian again. Oh, Vivian. Oh, is this you telling me that you're planning on leaving Everkeep at some point? I mean, without talking to me, without gifting me your lovely image? She and Kid have been holding out on me. It's been very strange. I don't know if it's just because I time traveled and they were not happy about it. I don't know. But yeah, Vivian, either that or Vivian she knows my game and she doesn't want me to let her go just yet. Vivian, consider though. Consider giving me your photo, and I will send you to a really lovely island since you are very much beloved. But let's keep going. She didn't see me. It's okay. She may be thinking I'm stalking her or something, and I am not a creeper. I'm not a creeper. Unlike Stu, who would end up on every third island for a few villager hunts, and I'm just like, dude, I saw you. I've already said no. Respect the no. Come on now. Come on now. This is 2021. Get with it. Get with consent, okay? But yeah, no, Vivian is 100% a top tier villager. I will, like, fight me. She is such a sweetie pie. So, okay, Wilbur, you are redeemed. You are redeemed. Sort of. Sort of. I would like to visit a mystery island that has Eunice on it, Orville. Can we do that? Can you do that for me? She's not hard to miss. She is a big fluff with a scarf. It's not hard. A sheep. Come on, just like I'm manifesting, Orville. I'm thinking really hard. I am imagining her image. Let's do this. Come on. Come on, Orville. You know what I'm looking for. You know what I'm looking for. Oh my gosh, do we have Kyle? Kyle, buddy, I have just been talking about you. Oh no. Oh, Kyle. Oh my goodness. Meeting you here like this feels pretty much the way I always thought Destiny would feel, Alpha. Ooh, you sly dog. Look at that. Does that even work? Does that even work though? I mean, calling me Alpha, obviously, but like, I don't know. Destiny seems a bit much. It is random. I will give you that. But oh man, oh no. 2 top tier villagers at the same time. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, you are very cute. You are very adorable. I hope that whoever has you on their island will give you a nice, garage next to your house so you can have a garage band. Absolutely. All right. Oh, Kyle, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have to leave you, but you are most certainly not a fluff. I need my Eunice. I need my comfort Eunice, my support Eunice, my laundromat Eunice. But I'm passing over such nice villagers. I see them on other islands, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I would absolutely invite you over and see if you would survive my murderous shenanigans. That would be awesome. I would root for you. I would root for you. Eunice is going to be one of those villagers that's like, oh, we have Zipper on our island, and then she like brings out the axe and she's like, give me 5 minutes. I need that soft girl, strong female protagonist. That's what I'm going for. And the sheeps just fulfill that for me. Vesta would be a great fit, but no, I'm not trying to visit somebody. I'm trying to have a monologue while I go searching. This is why you don't hit buttons. This is why you don't hit buttons. I'm a little nervous because there was another YouTuber that was spending multiple days looking for a specific villager, and it was that villager or bust, right? And so she was having multiple live streams throughout the week to find this villager, and she clicked the wrong button and invited the wrong villager to her island. And she was like, I am a moron. And so now I'm super nervous about doing the same thing. So I'm going to be a little bit calmer now, because it's one thing to say that I want to visit someone versus use my Nook Miles ticket. That's one thing. Everyone does that. But the idea of inviting the wrong villager after it took me all this week to get Ozzy, or either Ozzy, Nana, or Naomi, and in this case it was Ozzy, to leave. That is just, I would throw something. I would throw a piece of paper. I would toss a scrunchie. Like, I would be so mad. That's how mad I would get. And Marina! Oh my gosh. Okay, so Marina is also one of those super popular villagers that deserves all the hype. She's adorable. I did not want to like her just because everyone's like, oh, I really want her, but she is sweet, and I didn't notice. Okay, so... Oh, I can't zoom in. Okay, so you can actually see that her arms, like, they're not tentacles, because if she's an octopus, those are her arms, but they have different colors on them. Look at that. Oh, Marina, we do not deserve you. You are just like this alien princess that just deserves the world and maybe human brains. But, you know, that's just my headcanon is, you know, you engage in brain eating from time to time. That's okay. With the exception of Frank, my first 10 villagers, well, my first 11, because Truffles left after a couple of weeks and I let her go. And Tabby replaced her, but you know, Leonardo, let's see, who did I have? I had Leonardo, I had Ursula, I had Hornsby, I had Vesta, Truffles then Tabby, Naomi, Shep, Marina, Frank, and Graham. Those were my 10, and oh my gosh, they made Animal Crossing so fun. I think there's just something about pre-time traveling, because I will say that engaging in time traveling and, you know, buying amiibos and other game items for making this game easy, it does change the way that you play. I will say that. And I'm kind of sad that I've realized that. And, you know, maybe after this I'm just going to play the game as is, but it's difficult because although I have no aspirations of grandeur, right, with YouTube. That I want to make content that's fun to watch and is engaging, and you know, to make, you know, friends with strangers on the internet, I guess. But the fact is, time traveling, and back when holidays weren't time locked, that this was kind of the way that YouTubers could bring up the hype for various holidays, and that also required time traveling. So I don't know. I know time traveling for me is important because I don't like sitting around waiting for removing and adding things, right? That's mostly what I use for time traveling, is for construction work, which I think is what most people use time traveling for. And I've used time traveling to go back to get the cherry blossom DIYs because I realized that I didn't have any on one of the islands. And oh, Lyman, buddy, no, I've already seen you. So I don't know. I time traveling is a blessing and a curse in that respect, and I will probably be toning it down just because I don't want this game to be, I don't know, I don't want to lose that magic that it used to be when I first got it. And I don't know, I was considering by 2022 restarting one of my islands. I will probably restart Everkeep at some point. But at the same time, I don't want to lose all of my DIYs, all of the fruits, all of the things that I had earned and gained. That's the big scary thing. But despite that, it is just a game, and you can build it up from there. And we have what, 2 to 3 years of updates to look forward to. So there's a lot that we can do and work with. But at the same time, I don't know. I had this other idea for a what's it called? For an island where you didn't use any custom designs at all whatsoever. That any roads that you used, it was the from the construction app. You didn't like any of the other designs for fabrics and things were what the Able sisters gave you with fabric and things, and that's all you used. And that would be a really interesting challenge, I think, because we are so used to seeing absolutely stunning designs on other islands, you know, paths, clothing, using umbrellas to make bushes and things. It's the ingenuity and the absolute creativity that is found in Animal Crossing from the users is just it's mind-boggling and sometimes overwhelming. So I don't know, like that would be a really cool challenge, is just don't use any customs and see how does your island look. That would be really different. That would be really different. And there has been rumor from the data mines that there will be customizations for fences. So, I mean, that does add more texture and difference, and that may help with that for sure. But let's see who we have, Wilbur. Who do we have? Who do we have? Let's see. I've realized I'm not used to talking for hours on end. It's not something I'm good in. Oh, is this Pee-wee? This is another gorilla villager who... Pee-wee, we need to talk about your lipstick. Oh, it's Boyd. It's Boyd. Oh, I was incorrect. So, Boyd, I absolutely respect, mad respect, to the fact that you are a boy villager wearing makeup. But this orange blush and this lighter than skin tone lipstick, that's a... I don't know if that's a good look for you, buddy. I don't know. But also, the fact that you can see their tushes, that's... Oh my gosh. The gorillas are just so quirky. And I wish I liked them more, because gorillas are phenomenal animals in real life. You know, I think gorillas are such fascinating, beautiful creatures and deserve all the conservation and preservation in the world. But at the same time, like Animal Crossing, there's a few design decisions and choices that you've made with the gorillas in particular that I'm just I'm not for. I'm not for, and this is not because I'm biased against Rocket. It's really not. You did the gorillas dirty, Nintendo. I really do. I really do. More than any of the other villagers. And you have Donkey Kong, so there is no excuse there. Alright, so where are we at? Where are we at? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to be 30 tickets in as of this one. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to get scared. I'm starting to get worried. We haven't even seen a sheep villager and we're almost halfway through. That's a little troubling. I'm a little nervous. I'm not wanting to visit someone. Stop clicking buttons, please. Let me be worried. Let me show my anxiety to the world about this. But yeah, we haven't seen one sheep villager yet. We also haven't seen an ostrich villager or a kangaroo. We haven't seen a few of these species. That's kind of problematic. But I do wonder, as I've said in the past, like, is the Mystery Island tours as random as we think it is? Because I guess it would be if we were getting multiples of the same villager, right? I am not good at math. I'm not. I was trying to figure out what I needed to do in order to figure out the probability of getting Eunice within 81 tickets. And that's difficult for me because we have a base number, which is 81 tickets, and we have over 397 villagers. But those 397 villagers can occur multiple times. So what is the likelihood that we would even get to see Eunice in 81 tickets? And I couldn't figure it out. So if anyone has that probability and who's good at... Oh, who is this? Is this Agent S? What? But yeah, I would love to know the math of that. I really would. If someone can provide an Animal Crossing villager hunt mathematical equation. Oh my gosh, Agent S, we were just talking about you. We were just talking about the superhero idea. And she's not bad. She's actually really cute. She's super adorable. She's probably one of the very few villagers whose helmet I'm okay with. All right. Okay, but that was cool. That was nice. But that wasn't. That was a fluff, but that wasn't the fluff. We're looking for sheep villagers, Wilbur. I don't think I'll ever forgive Wilbur for just watching me as I, experienced anaphylactic shock right in front of him. Like, he didn't even provide the EpiPen. He didn't even pat me on the back going, there, it was totally your fault. Like, there was nothing. He was just watching me. I mean, has Winnie gotten to him too? Like, there's a conspiracy and it's growing. I'm a little concerned. Orville, have you been talking to Wilbur recently? He needs to be sat down on the ethics of letting your one and only frequent flyer die. Because do you understand how expensive Nook Miles tickets are? Do you? Actually, how expensive are Nook Miles tickets? I think they're a couple of thousand bells each, but that's not the point. The point is, I am a frequent flyer. I think I should have rights to, an EpiPen. Maybe. Is that just me? That EpiPens and insulin should be readily available to anyone who needs it for free? As part of a national healthcare system? Maybe? Okay. Wilbur, I just refuse to catch bees and chop trees and... Wait, who's here? Who's here? Is this O'Hare? Who is this? Oh, it's Claude. Claude. Another bunny villager, that is. Is that 3 bunny villagers? It's like all of a sudden I am surrounded by rabbits. What is this, real life? An update on my problematic rabbit who has an unfortunate condition that is going to be part of her for the rest of her life is she's doing much better. So I'm not as much of a jittery mess with it. I've gotten better with handling the stress of chronic conditions in the household, but yeah, she seems to be doing better. We've figured out a system for the most part, and it's getting there. I do want to do a video on what to expect when you bring a rabbit villager home with you. So in this case, I have Dottie on my island on Everkeep, and so I thought it'd be really cool to do a like a yard design, because Everkeep is a mess. There's so many flowers and weeds, and it's just oh my gosh, there are parts of the island that are fantastic. Like, I've gotten the canal done, I've gotten all of my villagers to where I want them to be, including the campsite, but everything else is just it's just a mess. There's a part of the island where I moved houses, but their fencing and stuff is still there, and everything's overgrown, so it kind of looks like it's an abandoned area, which is cool storytelling wise, but that's not what I want. I just want a nice little pretty forest and a nature walk over there. And yeah, so the idea of decorating an outdoor space for Dottie based on what I've learned as a rabbit owner and how to give your rabbits the best life that you can with the resources that you have available to you. I think that would be also really fun. Also, if you have a house rabbit, I think it goes without saying is that you need to keep your rabbit indoors. Do not keep them in an outside hutch. It's strange to me that that's actually a big controversial discussion in the rabbit community is, keeping them outdoors or keeping them inside. And I'm going, I mean, it's probably better. And by it's probably, it is. It's absolutely better to keep your rabbit indoors. But since this is Animal Crossing and everyone's pescatarian, apparently, Vivian is not going to be a danger. The Marcel and Rory, like all of my would-be predators for a rabbit are not going to be problematic, so I'm not worried about it. And oh, we have Patty. Is this Patty? It is. Patty is also another cow villager that I would like to have on my island. She's a sweetie. Like, look at that face. She's a chocolate cow. Is she a Jersey cow? I wonder if she's based off a Jersey cow. But yeah, so there's just so many videos that I'd like to do. Since Mass Effect is coming out in a week, oh my gosh, it's coming out in a week. The remake, oh my goodness. I wonder if doing a live stream of refamiliarizing myself with a shooting game, because I don't know, I'm gonna have feelings about this. I have so much so much opinion, like so many opinions about like Caden. Don't get me started about Caden, but Garrus in particular. I have this playthrough in mind that I want to do in order to get a different ending that I had the first time. Not to have spoilers for anyone that's hasn't ever played the game, but there's, I think, 3 different endings, and one's like the absolute worst, and one is kind of the best, but it's also, you know, you sacrifice a lot to get to that ending. And then there's the third one where it's also a really good ending, but it's also a sad ending, and I haven't done that one yet. And there's a certain playthrough that I want to do to get to that point, and it's definitely not the playthrough I'm comfortable with doing. I cried when I played through Mass Effect, especially on Mass Effect 3. So I don't know. I don't know if playing Mass Effect would be good for this channel, but also it'd be different because I personally feel that I'm not particularly good at shooter games. It's probably the only shooter game I've ever played, if it's even considered a shooter game. I guess it's like shooter RPG, if that's what it's called, right? So it's definitely, it's one of those games that you devote 6 hours to play. The first time, like, section, and then you kind of play as much as you can. And oh my god, Mass Effect is also one of those games that just deserves all the hype. And oh, is this Rudy? Have I met Rudy? I don't think I have. He's another jock villager that would have been really great. Oh, he's a sweetie. Look at that. Aww. Oh gosh, cat villagers are just the best. They're so great. But yeah, I am a Garrus fan, 100%. And the idea of not romancing Garrus is like, it troubles my soul a little bit. I think I would be legitimately upset if I did not end up with Garrus, but at the same time, with the playthrough I can't romance him. I can't. But he's one of those, he's a character in Mass Effect where, regardless of whether or not that you romance or you can romance him, he is just like a buddy. You know, he is the best friend in not Animal Crossing, in the Mass Effect series, and he always has your back. So always take with him on your missions. But yeah, taking a break from Animal Crossing to play Mass Effect may be something that I need to do. I have been experiencing a bit of burnout, and it's just, I want to build all the things, and I have only a certain number of hours and resources and spoons in a day, you know? So we'll see. It's starting to hit just a bit, and we are, oh goodness. Okay, so we are, oh my gosh, we're almost halfway there. And is this, oh, you look like you're a problem. Is this Mallory? It is Mallory. Oh, Mallory. Do we have any DIYs? I don't know how people can go through villager hunts, and I did this once. with just like breezing through, and it feels weird to not check, because that's like getting a free DIY. If you're either new to the game, or you know that you're lacking in quite a few DIYs, going on a villager hunt is great for getting your DIYs. So I guess it's another thing about villager hunts is how many DIYs do you learn in one villager hunt session? I think I've learned 4. I'll have to check. I'll have to check and see how many I've learned. But the fact that I got the juice dispenser or the whatever dispenser is pretty great. I think I can do this by time, right? Yeah, we've learned 4. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so back from getting water, and we have been doing this for over 2 hours. And where are we at? Well, we're still at 47, so, oh my gosh. Is this going to be a 4-hour video? Oh my god. I'm taking this a lot easier than I have the last time, probably because I'm getting used to talking to the void a lot better. It's still a tool, a skill that I'm harnessing, but at the same time, the idea of sitting and doing a villager hunt for 4 hours. Ugh. Oh god. Eunice, save me from myself, please. Or can I just see a sheep villager, Dodo, so that I know that you know what a sheep looks like? That would be nice. And oh, it's starting to rain? Okay, okay. Alright, well, come on. Show me a sheep. That's not a sheep. That is a ketchup. That is a duck. Oh, her neck is green? That's different. That's different. And her little tail. Okay, okay. So here is one of those popular villagers, or I guess is sort of popular, but I mean, definitely has a following. The fact that her little tail tuft at the end is green, that's so cute. Again, ever since I had freckles, the duck villagers I am a-okay with having. I would happily take on a duck villager. I don't, with the exception of Dina, who just her eyes are a bit they're the opposite of freckles. They are very close together and they're very large, and it doesn't match her head shape, and I feel again that Nintendo did her design dirty just a little bit. And Freckles, I loved the fact that Freckles' eyes were so separate that whenever you gave her glasses, it's like the glasses didn't quite cover her eyes, and she just looked so derpy, and you couldn't help but love her. And I'm so glad that I was able to, actually quite a few people had asked to adopt her, but she was able to be saved from the void, unlike Ozzy, who will just sit there forever. I wonder if you will see the villager that was voided. I mean, is that something that happens? You're able to see villagers that you used to have on your island, but ones that just left. I wonder if that's something that is kept from happening in the game. They're like, oh no, I just realized that me leaving the island was a really bad decision because I have adult responsibilities now instead of being completely taken care of by, you. I don't know. There's just so much about Animal Crossing and like why decisions are made in the game that I would love to know about. Like why you're able to kick away designs on the ground, or why Nintendo feels that like when we're lifting up something or wanting to move furniture, that the first thing that we want to do is pick a flower that we're on top of. There's all of these really deep philosophical, like, referencing to God questions that I have about Animal Crossing. But wow, it's really raining in earnest. Does this mean we're going to get... Oh, maybe I shouldn't be violent with this net. Who do we have? And we have another helmet villager. I think this is Nox. It's a hard Nox life for us. It's a hard Nox life. It is Nox. Okay, so he's wearing... Okay, this is what I'm talking about. He is wearing a helmet, and because it's raining, he's wearing the outdoor hat on top of his helmet, which, you know, fair, because most of those gold, or not gold helmets, but like metal helmets will rust in the rain, so I get it. I get it. And at the same time, he just looks ridiculous. He is supposed to be a knight. He is supposed to be a high-ranking official in feudal, you know, law. And the fact that he looks ridiculous in this hat, like, oh my goodness. And his helmet doesn't even go over his beak. Can we just, like... Nox. You need to get fitted by a professional armorer. And, oh, but I will say, the fact that his feet are armored as well, that's darling. And also his feet prints look like chicken prints in the sand. I like that a lot. So you win this round, Nox. You are adorably ridiculous. Ridiculously adorable? I don't know. But ooh, here's a DIY. What do we get after I pick up some more rocks? But so far I have not been angry to see a villager. So Boyd and Violet were a bit problematic, sure, but you know, for the most part, it's been pretty great. What have you... Oh, no, I've already learned that. That's fine. It's biodegradable. It's okay. It'll break down. And we're gonna go back. I feel like I need to get an umbrella for this if it's going to be raining. I mean, I shouldn't be coming at the villagers with a net going, "You're coming with me," but like, I feel like I need to get changed again. Maybe, like, is it raining out in the island? I'm curious. I'm curious if it's just a rainy Sunday on Old Port. Because if it is, it's not. What? What? Oh, that's weird. That's different. Okay. Well, it's okay. I could use the natural waters on my hair. I don't know. I guess it would be better than the rain that we'd get in a city, so it's okay. It's okay. My hair doesn't do terribly in the rain anyway. Okay, so I guess it's raining on Mystery Island tours, but it's not raining where we are. Also, how cool would it be to have a Mystery Island tour that's on different hemispheres? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously it would take a bit of time, I suppose, but this is Animal Crossing, so time is relative, and it's... Soleil again? Really? Soleil? Soleil. That hat's not doing anything for you in your sideswipe at all. But I think it'd be really cool to have Mystery Island tours on the, you know, if you're on the southern hemisphere, I'm on the northern hemisphere, and just like, you could get the DIYs from different seasons, you could, you know, get all, like, that would be really different. That would be cool, I think. Because for those who, for example, started in December or the spring, you know, getting the Switch and Animal Crossing as a Christmas gift or an early in the year birthday gift, that if you could go to a Mystery Island tour in the Southern Hemisphere, that you could get some really cool items, maybe get some fish and insects. That'd be cool, you know? Nintendo, if you're hiring, I can help with your quality of life situation. Please and thank you. Oh my gosh, but yeah, we've been doing this for nearly 2.5 hours. Oh, Eunice, I'm going to be honest. If we find Eunice and she just decides that she wants to leave, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad. I don't often keep villagers when they ask to leave. There were a few instances, like when I was trying to build up my fairy tale themed on Everkeep, when certain villagers had asked to leave, I'm like, but I haven't found all of you yet. And so once I completed having all the villagers and got them to where I wanted on the island, I I think I let them go a little bit earlier than I had anticipated. I wanted initially to keep the fairy tale theme up until May or June, but I think I started letting them go in April. So, and we have Astrid. Astrid, you are another villager that I feel would not be a good influence on Winnie in the slightest. I feel like you would enable the cultist behavior, and that's not what we're looking for. And where is the hat for your Joey? Okay, I'm like, why can't he have a little umbrella or something? So let's not get problematic villagers. The kangaroo, the lady kangaroo villagers, just, they are so different and so unique. But I don't know if I would ever have a lady kangaroo or a kangaroo lady on my island as of yet. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe if I had a kidcore island, you know, where I focused on the aspect of childlike play, that having kangaroo villagers would be really cool because, you know, there's literal babies on your island, and that'd be cool. Yeah, kidcore is not my aesthetic. I'd like to do it just as a challenge to myself, because I feel like kidcore requires a certain color scheme that's just not my jam. You know, it's either really bright or super pastel or kind of chaotic. And I've realized when I was trying to have a natural themed island with Everkeep with the fairy tale theme, it's just, I felt that it was a little too messy, if that makes any sense. I would like to try to do a more natural themed island later, but it's not my strong suit in the slightest. That's where I feel the Sanrio villagers would absolutely shine, is in a kidcore island, 100%. Them and, like, you know, the typical ones that you'd expect, you know, Stitches and Biscuit and the kangaroo villager. So, I mean, yeah, I think there's, what, 6 Sanrio, and then there's the 2 plushes, and then you'd have, you know, 2 kangaroo villagers. There you go. There you go. I just gave you your villagers. You're welcome. You're welcome. But my hope with Old Port is, once I finish this spectacular maze dream address braganza, or whatever that word is, that I would... Oh, is this Piper? Oh, we finally got a bird. Oh, and we also, I just realized we got a kangaroo, so I got what I asked for. That once I transition to a more fall and winter themed, that is just going to be a really easy transition. Taking down all the maze stuff is going to be a pain in the tush, though, for sure. But yay, okay, so I finally got to see a bird villager, I got to see a kangaroo, so they're listening to me. They're just, you know, 10 Nook Miles tickets later than I had wanted. But Piper looks really cool. Like, she's one of those small peppy villagers that looks like they would be a problem, but she's actually really sweet. I mean, just look at her. She's just a cute little bird. She's so adorable. So adorable. So cute. I also feel like she's a little bit smaller than the other bird villagers. I feel like Jacques is a lot taller. Is that just me? Maybe it's just me. But at least I'm manifesting. It's just, it's taking a long time to get to where I want. And I've yet to see a sheep villager. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Orville, Bubby, I'm going to tell you what the sheep look like. So the sheep are big fluff balls. They look like they're like sapient Q-tips with horns, okay? So what you need to do is you need to tell Wilbur to look for sapient Q-tips with horns. That's all I'm asking. It can be Pietro, it can be Cashmere. If it's Vesta, I will smack your brother. I'm not even kidding. But I just want to be very clear that I'm telling you what I'm trying to manifest. That's all I'm asking. Just find me that fluff. Thank you. Please and thank you. This is, I think, where my sass is going to start coming out, because once you've been doing a video for 2.5 hours and you've been drinking so much water and you've been talking more than you have in probably a week, I'm just my eyebrows are permanently just, in the resigned cynicism expression. Just the worst. The worst. But I like the fact that it's raining. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Rain washes away the pollution in Korea, so whenever it's a rainy day, it just typically means, is this Rory? Rory, are you going on adventures and leaving Everkeep? Is this what this is? Oh, I'm going to tell myself on you about talking smack about the other island by saying that you aren't even on that island. I am. Rory. No, I'm just kidding. Rory is a fantastic villager. I wasn't sure when I got him. I think, who did I replace him with? Did I replace Teddy? I don't remember, but anyway, Rory surprised me. He is a fantastic villager. I know, again, that the lions are not favorites, but he is based off the Chinese lion, and so he's just, and his house design looks kind of like an outdoor park. So he's just a really good villager. I highly recommend him, 100%. He is, I think, next to Antonio, my second favorite jock villager, because he also has the music hobby. So he and Sally and Hopper will sing together, and it is the most darling thing. And I think that's the one thing about Sally that really sets her apart, because for the most part, she just looks like her eyes are a bit, not problematic, but she does look like she engages in I'm just gonna say it. She looks like she engages in some weed, okay? And so she looks constantly high all the time, but she sings regularly, and the fact that she just like picks a place on the island and just starts waving her little hands and going back and forth and just singing, it's a delight. So again, if you are ever struggling to figure out what sort of villager you want, or you're not particularly picky about what type of villager, just find a villager with a music hobby. I guarantee it makes Animal Crossing 100 times better to have multiple villagers with the music hobby. It's a delight. And Rory just waving his little lion paws and just, and just being so happy with himself is amazing. So highly recommend it. Okay, who do we have? And Vivian, are you serious? I feel like this is a sign. I feel like this is Nintendo telling me to not get attached to Vivian, that she's going to be leaving us at some point, because Vivian, this is like, what, the fourth time? The third time? It's the third time. Vivian. Okay, well, she hasn't seen me. It's fine. We're not going to engage. We're not going to engage the queen. Wilbur, I do not want to have a restraining order. I visit the other island regularly. I don't want Vivian to, like, report me to Tom Nook and say that I am a stalker. Can we not? That would be great. Oh my gosh, it's here. I think depending on the villager, I'm either being stalked or I'm the stalker. In this case, in Vivian's case, I feel like I'm the creeper, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I should have hit him with the net. So if we get Vivian again, Wilbur's getting the net, and oh, oh, we're halfway there. Oh geez. Oh geez, this is scary. I don't like this. We have yet to see a sheep, and we're halfway there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I don't want to visit someone. I just don't want to be a creeper. Can we not see Vivian, please? It's making me a little anxious, the fact that I'm seeing multiple villagers within 10 tickets. It just... So we've seen Lyman twice. We've seen Soleil twice. We've seen Vivian 3 times. I think, I mean, is there even a probability equation that would be able to handle that? I took probability and statistics and stuff in college, so I feel like I should know this, but you know, math was one of those classes that unfortunately I had to take it, and the minute I was done with it, I didn't do it again. But for me, like, what is this probability of finding Eunice and 81 tickets? I'm really curious. Especially when there is no rhyme and reason about whether or not you get a villager or you don't get a villager. I need to do the math. I do. I'm sure I can find someone in Animal Crossing Discord that, or even on Twitter, it's like, hey, can you help me with this math? I'm sure there's... Oh, is this Dobie? Oh, Dobie! I don't know if I've ever met you on an island tour, and you're wearing the cutest hat. Oh my gosh. Oh, Toby. Oh. Okay, so I feel that this island tour is cursed with good vibes because I'm getting such great villagers. I'm being reminded that Eunice is going to be worth it because I'm passing over so many good villagers. I passed over Dobie, I passed over Anka, I passed over Vivian, I've passed over... Oh man. I passed over so many, and luckily I haven't seen Antonio because if that's the case, I would sigh very loudly. I'd be so disappointed. But it wasn't Vivian, so Wilbur does not deserve my ire of me stalking Vivian by accident, so that's okay. That's okay. So, Orville, I am starting to believe that you don't know what a sheep looks like. I'm starting to feel like you did not pay attention in, you know, biology or, you know, realize that there are like at least 20 different species of animals that are available as a villager. I don't think we've seen a dog yet, right? We still haven't seen certain species. So you would think that after over 40 tickets, after being halfway through this villager hunt, we would have seen at least one of every single species. But no, oh no, that's not how the Nintendo gods work. They just want to see you suffer. And... oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Alright, who is here? Who is here? Is this Tank? I've seen you before, Tank. You and your leaf on your head. And your pink ears. So I guess I average on... is it 20 Nook Miles tickets an hour, roughly? Like, that's not bad. That's not bad. But if I'm playing till midnight for this, I just... oh my gosh, okay. Eunice, Dollface, I hope that you stay on Old Port forever. Because this is, I don't think are the villagers when we go villager hunting, not when we invite them from other people's islands or when we do amiibo, like the level of work that goes into preparing yourself for slowly losing your sanity over the course of a couple of hours when you're looking for someone. And even when you're not looking for anyone in particular, either you're looking for a peppy or you're looking for, you know, like nothing in particular, maybe just a personality, or maybe you're just looking for a boy villager or a girl villager. It's your sanity just slowly inches away with every Nook Miles ticket, and I can already tell that my sanity is not what it once was in the slightest. So, oh my gosh, but at least it's raining. Like the mood is perfect. It's chef's kiss. Just it's so good. So Wilbur, we're going to see a sheep, right? You know what they look like, right? That is not a sheep. That is... Who are you? Who are you? Oh, you're Filbert. Filbert looks like he'd be a cute villager. I'm still on the fence about some of the squirrel villagers. Like Sally. Sally's okay. You know, Sally's pretty chill. Hazel continues to be one of my favorites just because of her unibrow, and she owns it 100%. But I haven't really seen any of the other squirrel villagers that I like. I know that Poppy's a favorite. I know that Tasha's unique because she's based off a skunk, I think, but I also haven't seen Tasha in the wild, so that's different. Okay. Actually, I should probably use a net for this because we've learned last time that that Wilbur will not come to our aid in this regard. Okay. All right. Wilbur, show me a sheep, please and thank you. Also, it's very interesting that Wilbur doesn't get upset when you hit him with a net, and I don't know, is that capitalism that, you know, the customer is always right? I know that it had more genuine beginnings with the fact that quality for items was not technically a guarantee. So I know that the customer is always right was different than how it's used now. But Wilbur just he's just so conked out and he doesn't realize how frustrated I'm getting with the fact that Orville and Wilbur, they're extinct dodos, but that's no excuse, okay? There were sheep back in the day. There were. But having a laundromat right next to the Able sisters is going to be super cute. So I feel bad that I've moved Pashmina at least 3 times in the last week or so, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Do I see who's up? Oh, I don't see who's up there. That's scary. Who's up here? Oh, that's not... Oh no, that is unfortunate. Hippo. Oh, Hippo, you look like... You are the Draco Malfoy of Animal Crossing. You're gonna be like, when my father hears about this... And I'm like, what? I control your every life and whether or not you can go. I am the Voldemort to your Draco Malfoy, okay? But I don't think I've ever met Hippo in person. Oh, but his smile is actually really cute. His hair... Oh. Should we tell him that his hair kind of looks like when you're first learning how to draw wavy hair? That's what his hair looks like. But you definitely are the Draco Malfoy. You know, minus the unfortunate turfness of the writer. But yes. I really want to like the hippos, but with the exception of 2, which is Bertha and I think it's Biff. I need to check for DIYs. It's like there's there's not a lot of redeeming qualities to them. They're either like super vicious looking, or they're just, you know, their names are unfortunately Bubbles, or what's the other one? Or they look like they're going to kill you in your sleep. There's not a lot going for the hippos, and there's not many of them. So who knows? Maybe they'll create more hippo villagers. It's a shame because hippos are just such cool animals. They're so unique, but it's okay. Wilbur, take me home. Take me back so I can do this all over again. Oh, we're down to 36. I am so scared, and I still can't decide whether or not I'm going to keep the 81st ticket or if I'm just going to try to find Eunice, because Eunice is important to the plot. Okay, folks, like I do need Eunice at some point, and the other thing I'm worried about is if it isn't Eunice, is it going to be a villager with a house that doesn't quite match the city vibe, in which case I'm going to be very frustrated. And I may have to amiibo them out or something. I don't know. I don't want to treat a villager like that. I really don't. But come on. You know what a sheep looks like, I'm sure. I'm sure. I suppose I could amiibo in, I'm not even going to try, but there's the Sanrio sheep villager. Her house, I think, is okay, and she's a normal villager, so it would work. It would work. But we don't want her specifically. We want Eunice. And Elise. Oh my gosh. Elise, you and your blue eyeshadow, you work it, girl. You were not what I was expecting, but is this the first monkey that I got in this one? I think it is. But I already have a monkey villager. And Nana's okay. Like, I haven't had... She hasn't been problematic. She kind of keeps to herself, and she's absolutely fine. She's very cute, but at the same time, she's just kind of there. So... But at least you look like you would cause trouble. Like, you... Naomi would have a bestie that would just... You two would cause shenanigans. Oh, gosh. Yes, I'm going to leave the elderly monkey behind in the rain, and hopefully she won't die of pneumonia. But she's wearing a hat, and she seems to be very chill, and she looks very capable, so I'm not worried about it. But okay, so we're seeing other species. This is okay, I think. Okay, Wilbur, we've had this conversation. Who do we have? Oh, Apple. I don't need multiple restraining orders, please. That's not what Animal Crossing should be about. And okay, so she didn't see me. She's just looking at the ground. That's fine. That's fine. She doesn't need to see me. Gonna keep running. Okay, she didn't see me. Good. Wilbur, I know that you're concerned about these wonderful people that seem to just be island hopping, but we need to focus, okay? So let's focus on manifesting together. Okay? Oh my goodness. I feel like once you reach a certain point in these villager hunts that you kind of run out of things to say other than, please, gods of Nintendo, please. I'm so done. I'm so done. This may be... I think the largest villager hunt that I've ever done is 51 tickets, and that was with Lucky. So this is a lot for me. It really is. I'm a little worried by doing the Amiibo number challenge with the larger with the larger numbers because, you know, maybe at some point I'll do a Raymond hunt. I don't know, but he's got, you know, 400. He's what, 487? No, he's 453. So 453 tickets, and we don't find Raymond in 453 tickets. Oh, God. Jeez, I think that would be a multiple day process. Because I'm going through, let's see, we're going to do math again, right? So if it takes me roughly 4 hours to get through 80, so that's 20 on average, that's 20 hours. That's searching for 20 hours. Oh, I was so excited for a minute. I was like, oh, is that a sheep? No, that's not a sheep. That is a penguin. That is a completely different species of animal. But oh, this is our first penguin of the hunt, and this is Cube. Cube is adorable. I had Cube as a campsite villager during the winter season, and I kind of regret not taking him because he is so cute. He's one of the plus-eyed eye villagers that I have no qualms with. He is just adorable. God, I'm just turning away so many good villagers that I like. Ugh, this sucks. Can I just have like 15 villagers or something? That'd be nice. And then I could just have all the villagers. That would be great. That would be great. So, oh, this is starting to get really scary. This is starting to get really scary. I'm down to 33. Oh my gosh. Uh-huh. I don't like these odds. I really don't. I really don't. I'm so scared. Although it would be, okay, so not that I'm wanting this, but if I got to the 81st and I got Vesta, I wouldn't even be mad. I wouldn't even be mad. That is probably the best case scenario of the worst case scenario that I can think of. But can you just prove to me that you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Because I've just been talking about a laundromat for the past almost 3 hours, Orville. You know who I'm talking about. You've seen it all. Ugh. Gosh. Although I guess to be fair, I haven't had another penguin villager, right? No, is this a penguin? It is. Oh, it's Puck. I don't think I've ever seen Puck before. He's a pink penguin. I dig it. I dig it. Oh, this is cool. Okay, okay. That was nice because I don't think I've ever seen Puck before on an island, on a villager hunt, and I don't like it. I've never seen it. That's cool. Okay, okay. All right. Slightly forgiven. Slightly forgiven. Let's see if we can find some DIYs. But that's neat. That's super neat. I guess if there's like 397 of them, that there are a few villagers that you just will kind of pass by and not consider it, but that's so different. That's cool. I'm down with that. I'm down with that sickness. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So let's just keep going with that. Like I am okay with seeing villagers I've never seen before, but we are I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Oh my gosh. Come on, let's have a happy finale to this insanity. Like I just want Eunice. This shouldn't be hard. But they still have not proven to me that they know what a sheep looks like. So, I mean, it may just be like, is this a fluff? I'm like, no, that's literally a frog. That is the opposite of fluff. It's problematic if frogs have fluff. Or an alligator. No, that's mostly teeth. That's not fluff. Or, I don't know, what's another opposite of fluff? I don't know. But come on, show me Eunice. And what? Oh, is this June? No, it's Pico. Okay. Oh, Pico, you're cute. Okay, all right. Well, okay, that's you. You are a ray of sunshine. You would not survive 5 minutes on my island, but that's okay. It's good to know that you exist and that someone else is going to find you and adopt you and just, I don't know, love you, I suppose, but okay. Just picking up some happy rocks. Ooh. Perhaps? Am I going to test fate? Okay, we're testing fate. Let's do this. Okay. Just thought I... Oh, wait, there's one more. One more. Okay. Let's keep going. I will say, however, that I'm being a lot better about hydration with doing such a long video because I haven't been good about drinking water. So I guess here is my obligation, folks, that if you've been watching and you've gotten this far, that, you know, be sure to stretch, drink some water, and unclench your jaw. And just take a deep breath with me and just good vibes. Not the toxic positivity good vibes, just like remember that you are here and that you matter and that Eunice is out here somewhere gracing other people with her presence. Ugh. I feel like I've made a terrible mistake with this video. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll do something different. We'll use the Amiibo numbers, and it's like twice the amount that you typically do for a Nook Miles ticket search. And yeah, let's just do a really hard thing right off the bat. Totally. That what could go wrong, right? What could go wrong? Okay. And we have Anka again. Anka, I told you, I have your number. You are saved in my cell phone. You are the top number contact. And we just met. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Do not gaslight me, please and thank you. I wonder how hard it would be to add, like, if you see them multiple times. They'd be like, oh, we meet again. I don't feel like that would be difficult. There's so much that could be added. Oh, iron table. I already know that. Bummer. Okay. Well, let's drop this. I even have a lucky snail in my inventory. I don't know why the snail is lucky. I decided to catch it and it's been in my pocket. In Korea, it's very common to see certain I don't know if snails are considered insects. I think they're considered mollusks, but snails are popular pets in Korea. And as much as I love rabbits, I feel like being a rabbit person is a little too heartbreaking and requires a stronger heart than I have, because it's just dealing with rabbits issues can be very stressful. And so I'm just like, I think I know that we're going to go back to having cats because we love cats. You know, cats are great animals. We'll keep them indoors, obviously. But I also just, I've discovered well, it's a relatively old YouTube channel. It's called Snake Discovery. And it's reawakened my love of reptiles. And I would love to keep a fat-tailed gecko or maybe a bearded dragon, but my issue is that we are, you know, we're an international traveling family, right? So I don't like the idea of putting animals through the stress of moving. I have moved rabbits abroad to 2 separate continents, and it is stressful. So the idea of putting an exotic through weird quarantine and just weird travel conditions, I don't like that. So I think there are certain animals in the future that we will hopefully have, but it's so much easier to travel with cats and dogs at this point. Traveling with rabbits is expensive. It requires quarantine. It's just, oh, it's Clay. Oh, you are also another cool villager that just, you've got some death positive vibes. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Oh, and you have like similar eyes to Walt. Oh, you're so cute. You are so cute. Oh man. You know, I just, if it wasn't lucky, I'd take Clay. Because, you know, in part of having Old Port be a maze for the spooky season, just the idea of incorporating death positive stuff on the island would be really cool. And I believe Clay and Coco are representations of certain sculptures in Japanese culture that are found in funerals and death rituals and stuff. And so just, I love that. I love that. I think that's great. So Clay, you do you, and if I see you again, I will likely take you, to be honest. To be honest. Now, did I go over here? I feel like I did. Did I? I did. Okay. So far, they're not doing repeats. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I require you to send me to Eunice. She's not even like a high-ranking villager. Why is this so hard? Well, maybe not high-ranking, but she is popular. There are some people who love her, me included. Okay. Oh, this is scary. I'm going through my third stack. Well, I have 3 stacks left, and it's just, oh, this is so stressful. So stressful. Okay. Oh, it's really raining. This mood I appreciate. It is melancholic. It is definitely setting the tone. And oh, Greta, we've talked about you. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, let's see if we can find DIYs. She's not paying attention to me, so it's not rude if she hasn't seen me, right? Right? It's not rude if she doesn't know I'm here. I'm not gonna engage in the slightest. And no DIYs? Wow, really? What is this? Is there, okay, so there's no furniture. Oh, okay, oh, we're gonna run. We're gonna run. Ah, no! Wilbur's just like watching me get stung with a smile. I hate this. I hate this. I should have done the net again. But, and did you see that eyebrow waggle? He totally like waggled his eyebrows going, yep, I saw you get stung and I don't care. Oh, Wilbur, so mean. Okay, well, I'm just gonna make this really quickly. I mean, am I just not giving away the good vibes that I need to get Eunice? Do I need to not be dressed like, you know, a punk lumberjack? I feel, okay. I feel like Eunice wouldn't judge that though. You know, I feel like she has this heart of gold and just like encourages you to be your beautiful, lovely self. So, I don't know. Maybe I should just like get down, like dress down into slippers and a bathrobe and just be like, yeah, this is me. Deal with it, you know? That would be fun. So maybe I'll just change and figure out if that is a good method, I guess.